Hello, Reds family. Welcome back to Liverpool Breaking, the home of every hot update about our beloved Liverpool FC. If you are a true Liverpool supporter and you don't want to miss any breaking news, transfer updates, and match stories, this is the place for you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button right now, turn on the notification bell, and join our big community of Liverpool fans around the world. Let's go into transfer update. The summer transfer window of 2025 has been full of big stories, but few have been as dramatic as the long-running talks between Liverpool and Newcastle United over striker Alexander Isak. Every day has brought new updates, new figures, and new ideas on how to make the deal possible. Now the saga has entered what looks like its final stage. According to people close to both clubs, Newcastle have finally started opening the door for Isak to leave. The reason is simple. They believe they already have a good replacement lined up for their tall, powerful, and technically gifted Swedish striker. Because of that confidence, the Magpies have been willing to listen carefully to Liverpool's serious push for Isak. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of a straight cash deal, Newcastle have reportedly told Liverpool they are willing to accept an offer worth $110 million plus talented midfielder Harvey Elliott. That, in Newcastle's view, is a fair balance that strengthens their squad in the long term while giving Liverpool the elite forward they so desperately want. Why Isak is Liverpool's priority. Liverpool's attack has been one of the best in Europe for years, with Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, and Diogo Jota all playing major roles. But Liverpool know they need a natural, clinical number 9 who can consistently score 20-25 goals a season and also link up play intelligently. Alexander Isak fits that description perfectly. Since joining Newcastle from Real Sociedad in 2022, Isak has proven himself in the Premier League as one of the most complete strikers around. His combination of strength, pace, skill, and finishing ability makes him a nightmare for defenders. Last season, he hit double figures with ease, even when Newcastle were struggling with injuries in other parts of the squad. Liverpool's recruitment team, led by Michael Edwards, have identified Isak as the ideal successor to Roberto Firmino's creative style and the perfect striker to take Jurgen Klopp's and now Arne Slot's attacking system into the future. Why Newcastle are willing to sell. At first, Newcastle were absolutely against selling Isak. They knew how much he meant to the team, and with their ambitions of challenging for Champions League football, letting him go looked like a step backward. But circumstances change. 1. Financial fair play, FFP pressure. Newcastle need to balance their books after years of big spending. Selling one big player for a huge fee can allow them to reinvest across multiple positions without breaking FFP rules. 2. Confidence in replacement. Sources close to the club say Newcastle have identified and possibly secured a replacement striker who can fit into Eddie Howe's system. With that safety net, they are not as fearful of letting Isak leave. 3. The Elliott factor. Newcastle rate Harvey Elliott very highly. The 21-year-old England international has been growing in confidence at Liverpool, and his ability to play in midfield or wide areas makes him a versatile and creative option. Newcastle see Elliott as someone who can develop into a leader in their team for the next decade. The offer on the table. The structure of the current offer is reported as Liverpool pay $110 million in cash. Liverpool also include Harvey Elliott in the deal. For Liverpool, this is not a simple yes or no. Elliott is considered one of the brightest young players in their squad. He has already made a big impact in important matches and is loved by the fans for his passion and energy. Letting him go would hurt in the short term, especially since he was seen as part of the club's long-term project. But on the other side, Liverpool know that elite strikers like Isak do not come onto the market often. If they want to secure him before other clubs join the race, they may have to make this sacrifice. How Liverpool are thinking. Behind the scenes, Liverpool officials are debating two main questions. 1. Can they afford the deal without Elliott? Liverpool could attempt to raise the money and keep Elliott, but that might involve selling other players or restructuring future budgets. 2. Is Isak worth losing Elliott for? This is the emotional and sporting question. Elliott is a fan favorite and still only 21. But strikers win games, and Isak could be the difference between challenging for the Premier League title and just finishing in the top 4. Reports suggest Liverpool are leaning towards saying yes. They believe Isak's signing would complete their attack, and while losing Elliott hurts, the long-term benefits may outweigh the pain. The weekend deadline. Sources from both clubs have said this weekend could be decisive. Liverpool want to finalize the deal quickly so that Isak can join the squad before the season's early fixtures. The plan is to avoid dragging the saga out until the final days of the transfer window, which can cause panic and rushed decisions. If everything goes smoothly, Liverpool are expected to officially announce the signing of Alexander Isak before the weekend ends. Fans' reaction. Liverpool fans. Many are excited. They see Isak as the missing piece of the puzzle. However, some are sad about the idea of losing Harvey Elliott, a player who came through young and showed so much heart. On fan forums, the mood is split between sign Isak no matter what and keep Elliott at all costs. Newcastle fans. It is painful for them to think about losing Isak, but many are beginning to accept it. They trust Eddie Howe to reinvest the money wisely and believe Elliott could grow into a star at St. James Park. Some fans also appreciate that if Isak must leave, at least the club is receiving an enormous fee plus a talented player in return. What happens next? As of now, everything points to an agreement being reached very soon. Both clubs have shown flexibility. Newcastle want to make sure their replacement striker is secured before finalizing the sale, while Liverpool want to move fast to integrate Isak into the squad. The story has taken weeks to develop with ups and downs, but the final chapter seems close. Unless something unexpected happens, fans should prepare to see Alexander Isak in a Liverpool shirt by the end of the weekend. Conclusion. The Alexander Isak transfer saga between Newcastle United and Liverpool is one of the biggest stories of the 2025 summer window. Newcastle, having found confidence in a replacement striker, are ready to sell their star forward. Their condition is clear: 110 million plus Harvey Elliott. Liverpool, while reluctant to lose Elliott, understand the rare opportunity they have to sign a world-class striker who could lead their line for the next 5 to 6 years. With the weekend deadline approaching, the football world is watching closely. By Sunday night, we may well see official confirmation of one of the most dramatic deals of the summer. Alexander Isak moving from Newcastle United to Liverpool in a blockbuster transfer.